under the sea tonight. If you will, I'm kind of channeling my inner sea cucumber. And remember, you, my friends, and I'm not pointing at any particular table. I don't want you to feel like I'm singling you out. But you, my friends, could be one drink away from going from sea cucumber to moray eel. Am I right? Yes. Woo! Someone's like, I don't get it. You will after your second drink. As with most of my comedy, so that's good. Guys, what you are about to see right now is two teams and two topics, and one winner decided by you, our sweet audience. Everybody in here, I could tell, came in with an idea. Sharks, Dolphins. Here's the thing, guys. I'll be delayed. But thank you very much, Paula, in the back, for your support there. Yes, guys, I'm going to be joined by two amazing hype men. And right now, I need you to welcome to the stage a man who can feel your vibrations from a mile away. A man who's an apex predator, but hey, he's willing to let you be on top tonight. A man, saddle up, because the only protection he uses is a membrane over his eyes. Start chumming the water, because repping Sharks, it's Zach Monalucci!
Heaven help me. If love ain't dead, I'ma kill it 'cause it's killing me. Cold world, don't be living in a fantasy. Got me, it's the only thing I'll never need. Heaven help me.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Where my shark heads out there?
Yeah! Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh, Zach, how are you living tonight?
I'm fucking stoked. I'm wearing my shark socks, my shark pins, and I even got, hold on.
I'm gonna hold this. Oh shoot, yes! Oh!
I came prepared.
I have perhaps bitter news. I won't be doing a reveal like that. Fantastic. Well, it is not just Zach and me up on this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to welcome to the stage a man who will be happy to introduce you to Flipper after the show. I think that's a sex thing, and I just went with it. This is it. Ladies, take note. I'm on Hinge. Who responds very, very well to whistles and toys. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that blowhole's for, because repping Dolphins, it's Dustin Growen! Yeah! Woo! Oh my goodness! Oh shoot!
Where are my fucking mammals at?
Oh, shit.
That's right. That's right.
It's fine. I'll clean up. It's fine. It's fine.
Clean up. Go
It's
ahead.
fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Goodness.
Fine.
Dustin, how
Yes.
you living today?
I'm great. I mean, look at all these mammals here tonight. I'm sure excited to rep with me another amazing, arguably the second most amazing mammal on this planet after humans.
Oh my gosh.
Fair. Why do you hate mammals so much, Zach?
Fuck
Every
you.
time.
Fuck you. I only hate one mammal. Just kidding.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gosh. Guys, I need you guys to break it up. I need you guys to break it up because we have a couple ground rules. I can see this is going to be a sad.
You mean water rules?
Oh, there's ground under the water. There's. It's still there.
That's science. Yeah, that's true.
All right. Guys, I have a couple of rules here because I love rules and rigidity, as we know.
All right.
Ladies. Great. So, first of all, I have a behavior whistle here. Now, this behavior whistle, as we all know, both sharks and dolphins respond well to whistles. And if someone's like, that's not true, calm the fuck down. If you are getting too sassy, hype men, I am going to be blowing this whistle, and I will make you do an animal behavior. And if you're like, Meg doesn't know what she's talking about. Yes, bitch, I do. I went to SeaWorld summer camp.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow.
I peed in my wetsuit while in with the penguins because I wanted to keep warm, and the penguin enclosure person freaked out. It was a mistake. Amazing. And also, in addition to that, I understand soccer. Give it up one more time for the women's.
We had an air horn button installed in the back.
I know.
Just fucking smash that shit.
I don't know why we needed that when I'm a human air horn. So, it's pretty much the same. Anyway,
What do they use those for in soccer,
that's a
Meg?
great question. You use them when someone is doing something they shouldn't and misbehaving. And so when someone misbehaves and gets like a little fresh, let's say about a 7 on the 10 freshness scale, I am going to be pulling out this yellow card. If someone really, really fucks up, I'm talking like really, really just chums the water or like, I don't know, for a dolphin, like, I don't know.
Sexually harasses
Sexually
somebody else?
harasses. Woo! Name it, because we're all thinking it. Beautiful. We have here a red card, and I will pull these out, and it will be ugly. Now, here's another thing, guys. I can give these to audience members, too. So, also, please don't be dicks. It's fun to be fun, but also it's fun to not be an asshole. And we will kick you out. Test me. Test me. Amazing, guys. So basically, don't be dicks, and also, I want you guys to tell me who you repping tonight. Tell me what's going on. Go.
I think we covered that, Meg.
I
I'm
know, but I
clearly
wanna-
repping the better animal on the stage tonight,
that.
the mammal dolphins.
No. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, just
right.
wait. Just
I am
wait.
representing sharks, the team and the animal that has existed far, far longer on this planet than measly little dolphins over there. 455 million years, in fact. And we've evolved, and we got it fucking correct on the first fucking try. We didn't have to go like water to land to water. It's like pick a lane, dolphins.
I don't see how that is a negative. Like, what have you done for me lately? Sharks are like the dude you went to high school with who still stays in your hometown and works at Dairy Queen. You only see at the townie bar when you go home for Thanksgiving. What have you done for me lately?
That is rude, Dustin. That is rude.
Honestly, I hook up with Chris every time I go home. So,
Oh, I'm not saying they don't serve a purpose. It's just kind of a lame one. You can do better than him.
I really probably could.
You guys done?
Hey,
Cool. So we're
he here
going to
tonight?
talk about Chris later.
watching.
Sharks, though, have done awesome things. I don't know where I was going. We've evolved to exist in all different sorts of oceans. The open ocean, reef oceans. Also, there's even some sharks that live in tide pools. Did you know that, guys?
Ooh.
Yeah, they can crawl from tide pool to tide pool. Can dolphins do that?
Cool.
No.
Tide pools. You're glossing over the fact, like, the insaneness of an animal that was fully terrestrial. Somebody that lives on land like all of us, that went back to live fully in an ocean environment that literally is just trying to kill you all the time. They are basically mammalian superheroes.
It seems like a you problem.
Oh.
How's that a me
You know what?
problem?
No, dolphins are cool. They've got some cool adaptations, but sharks have the most impressive adaptations, right? You look at their scales, you look at their eyeballs, you look at their everything. Literally everything about a shark screams the best. Sharks are the apex predators of the oceans, Dustin.
You want to talk apex predator?
Oh, shoot.
He wants to talk apex. You know what?
What are you going to show us,
Ooh.
Flipper?
No, you know what? Just hold that thought. I think we have a couple experts that are going to help us settle this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring out my expert. This particular gentleman is a graduate student. He's pursuing his PhD at the CUNY Graduate Center in animal behavior. He flies drones to track marine mammals and apparently loves being barefoot. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Ramos, where are you at?
Woo!
There he is.
Yeah!
That's
Yep.
amazing. That's awesome. Hey, my expert tonight is a conservation biologist who has worked on projects from everything from describing new species of fish to ancient shark-toothed weapons. You can see him back on this stage 2 more times this month at Blood in the Water as well as Drunk Jaws. Please put your, yeah, it's amazing. You should come back. Please put your hands together for Dr. Joshua Drew.
We love the shack.
Yeah.
That's the, I'm teasing the Massachusetts part there.
Shack.
What is the shack?
Oh, it's Shark,
from the
but I
Midwest.
also thought he said Shack, and I'm like, the book that was like Christian and controversial. But anyway,
Meg was homeschooled.
I was homeschooled. That comes up at least once a show. Guys, because I was homeschooled, I'm still getting a lot of like a need to touch and to be flanked. That sounds inappropriate. I'm so sorry. Guys, if we could all just get a little bit closer and flank like the mammals / sharks. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Nice. All right, guys, I have something that we're about to do right now. So I'm about to grab this commemorative coin. Ooh, I know, it'll only be used tonight. So what we're about to do right now is we are about to flip this coin and decide which expert is going to go first, sharks or dolphins. But before we do, I have some words of wisdom. Before you guys start, do whatever you want on this stage, but remember the words of Offset, do it for the clout. All right? Hopefully, all right, there's like 5 people. Thank you so much.
That's for you, Max.
I only listen because of Cardi. All right, guys, so I am going to flip this coin, and Zach, if you will, it is your turn to guess, heads or tails. Tails. And it is, in fact, tails, yes! Beautiful. Sharks, will you be going first or second?
We're going to go first.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to see are our expert presentations. We are about to hear the definitive statements from our 2 experts. I want you guys to go ahead, drink deeply, listen deeply, and also take some fun pics. But right now, I need you to put those drinks down because I need you to give it the fuck up for Dr. Josh Drew! Woo!
Good evening, New York. Is this on? I got to close. Oh, okay. Now it's working. There we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out. I'm super excited to be here tonight. And I have 7 minutes to convince you that sharks are awesome.
Woo!
Including this blank slide, which is all the ways that dolphins are awesome. Hey, oh, there we go. All right. So, I was thinking about how to even approach such a vast subject as sharks being awesome. And I got into marine biology, I got into conservation biology because I love the ocean. I was thinking about the ways that sharks sort of epitomize the ocean. They're vast and powerful. They're unknown. We have about 400 species of shark. Most of them we know very, very little about. So there's still huge areas for us to go and make valid discoveries, really to expand our knowledge. We're not just sort of incrementally moving along a little bit more about 1 or 2 species that we know a whole lot about. There's wide swaths of the ocean. There's wide swaths of the shark phylogenetic tree that we don't know anything about. I probably shouldn't say phylogenetic tree. I think I just lost like 20% of the audience. I apologize. But
Oh, I'm there. This behavior whistle's for you 2 motherfuckers.
But for those who understand what a phylogenetic tree is, they're like, you're my people. Okay, sharks and the ocean both, though, are impacted by people. This is an example of a mako shark that has been surrounded by a plastic debris. This is a real problem we have for the ocean. And we hear a lot about microplastics, and that is legitimately a large concern. But there's macroplastics, which can influence things even up to the apex predators. So we have had a huge impact and are having a larger impact on both the ocean and sharks. And so part of what I do as a daily job is think about ways that we can protect the ocean, that we can protect perhaps its most emblematic citizens, the sharks. So sharks are these perfect ocean animals. They are adapted to live exquisitely within the ocean, and in doing so, I think they reflect the ocean. Now, as my colleague Zach here mentioned, that they've been around for about 450 million years, and they tried a lot of different things out before they got it right, but they got it right fairly early on, and I think even the sharks, the sort of the weird ones that we would see, say 400, 300 million years ago, would still be kind of recognizable as a shark. Like we got that body plan, and we kind of nailed it right on the first try.
Great.
Things about sharks that are amazing. They're incredibly fast. So this is a playing video of a mako that is going along and is taking bait off of a boat that is off of North Carolina is going flat out. They can go up to 60 miles an hour, and they have not only the ability to view and sense the prey and sort of do the calculations, but they have the muscle power. So they're fish, but they have warm blood. These types of sharks specifically have the ability to shunt warm blood to their muscles, so they get that boom, that really explosive, like an arrow flying through the water, 60 miles an hour. They're adaptable, so they're cute, bonus points for that, but these are walking sharks, right? So in areas, right, the derpiest shark. So in times when their habitat becomes unsustainable or dries up, they're able to get up and move along and get out there. So they're adorable, they're adaptable, they're found from the deepest depths to even our favorite area, tide pools. They are long-lived, so I'm glad they collected the trivia ahead of time because I'm about to spoil it. This is the Greenland shark. These things have been estimated to live up to 600 years old at a time. Right, so there are sharks alive today who were born before Columbus was.
Wow.
There are sharks alive today who swam around these waters when this land was unoccupied Lenape land. Right, these are incredible survivors, and they chug along and they do what they do, and they do it well. Much better than mammals can, right? So mammals try to get on the shark train. They try to design these suits to swim like sharks, but you know how that shark can get so fast? They don't just push through the water. They have these blades on their scales, these dermal denticles, for those of you who matter. But what those little keels do is they actually slice through the water. So it doesn't swim and sort of push water out of the way. It cuts through water like a knife. It reduces the turbulence, and it moves through in a really, really stealthy sort of fashion. It's why they can move fast, they can run silent, they can run deep, right?
Whoa.
But, all right.
Fast, silent, and deep. I'll take it.
Those guys. They can sense you in so many different ways. They have eyes that work about 50 times better than ours do in low light. We all know that they can sense a drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. But they have something called the ampullae of Lorenzini. Say that. It sounds like an Italian meal. These allow sharks to sense the electricity which runs our heart. They can see through our bodies to sense our heart. They can use this to find prey that's buried down below. They can sense your very life essence and use that to target in on you.
Unbelievable. Enrique Iglesias has the same skill. So amazing.
Sharks also have this little indentation here, which acts like an antenna that siphons noise from the surface and focuses it down on their heads, because we know sharks are these ambush predators that sneak up from below, right? And so they're carefully tuned in to hear sound above them, and when they do, they're able to launch up and make these surprise attacks, leaping in some cases up to 10 feet out of the water. So just to kind of summarize, 30 miles, it's okay. I mean, I can't do it. I'm not gonna but 60 miles an hour. Time at depth, 10 minutes. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. You can hold your breath for a while. Yeah, you'll hear a lot about echolocation. They can hear pretty good. Sharks can sense your soul. So in summary, dolphins really, I mean, they sense that sharks are great. They try to be sharks, but really dolphins, so sharks are amazing. Dolphins are the Amazon basic of sharks.
Give it up for
All right.
wow. They can sense your soul. Did anybody start to think about their original dashboard confessional collection at that moment? Speaking of soul sensing. Yes, beautiful. Eric, Dustin, any questions, clarifications that you guys might have from Team Dolphin?
Shark.
Yeah.
Well, no, from Team Dolphin.
Team Dolphin.
Oh, I
That-
think
you know,
I'm the
that's
one
a-
whose mic is on right now.
That might just be a sign of lower intelligence. I'm curious. Like, so, yeah. Do we know how smart sharks are, like, in comparison to, I don't know, say dolphins?
They're smart in ways that can't even be expressed
Oh my
in
God.
a million terms.
It
That's
sounds
the
like a
way-
proud mother. I like that. Listen.
Honest to God, I've heard that sentence when somebody's like defending their not so bright girlfriend. She's smart in ways.
Do sharks have a soul?
Oh.
Do dolphins? What the fuck?
Maybe.
Do you? Come on. This is not that debate right now.
Oh, it's about to be. Finish this round of drinks.
Come to
Amazing.
the Sharks
Anything
versus
else?
Dolphins, stay for the Immanuel Kant references.
I can't believe how much we're about to throw down.
Ayo!
All right. I'll see myself out. Amazing. All right, guys. Any other questions, clarifications? Sweet. All right, guys. What we are about to witness right now is our second. That's right, our second expert presentation. Give it up right now, repping Team Dolphin for Eric Ramos!
Why are dolphins great?
Oh.
Oh. It's a complicated question. Because dolphins are complicated, kind of like us. And one of the reasons they're really great is they are like us. They're long-lived, so several hundred years is, sure, that's a long time for a shark, but to be a thinking, sentient being for 70 years, 60 to 70 years of a dolphin life.
Was that one the Phoebe, the one at the bottom?
This one,
Yeah. I think
this
that
one's
the Phoebe.
actually, that one's a Phoebe. This one's, if you watch Arrested Development, this one's Buster over here.
Yes, Buster!
And that's because Buster never left his mother after 8 years.
Oh, you can
So
always tell a Milford
mama's
man.
boy. One of the reasons dolphins are like us, we're like dolphins, is big brains. I mean, it's not all that, but if you look across the animal kingdom, big brains tend to be associated with things like complex social animals, creativity, tool use. And when you look at the scale of how dolphin brains are sized relative to their body size compared to other animals, they fall right up here along with us. Us and the chimpanzees and the gorillas, but they actually pass them a little bit. How do we know they're smart? They recognize themselves in a mirror.
Oh.
Vain motherfuckers.
Now, kids
Okay,
don't
hair
really
flip
learn.
McGee.
Kids don't really learn how to figure out who that person is in the mirror until they develop theory of mind. When they're like 3 or 4, you paint a little mark on a dolphin, and within a couple of iterations of it looking at this mirror, it starts to figure out, I think that's someone I recognize in there. Now, of course, what happens in a lot of these experiments is the male dolphins tend to start to play with themselves. And as soon as they figure out who they are and figure out what that is, they kind of like stop paying attention to everything else. So it's mainly the females. So I'd say much like humans, it's the females that are really the smartest ones. But it's not just the big brains. It's what do they use those big brains for? They use them to figure out social relationships. They use them to figure out things in their world. They use them to come up with clever solutions for surviving in a complex world. Dolphins in Australia will grab a sponge off the seafloor and use that to dive and pick out fish and other invertebrates out of the seabed so they can avoid scratching their noses.
Oh.
Dolphins in Belize, like dolphins in Florida, will kick up and use their tails to create a ring of mud. And they'll use that ring of mud to circle around a group of fish. Now in Florida, they'll do that just to like scare the fish and startle them. In Belize, they'll do that to create a smoke screen so that they can, like throwing sand in their face and then jumping into them.
Wow.
But dolphins are complex. They don't do the same thing everywhere you go. All dolphins in coastal places have chances to eat fish and lobster and conch like a real smorgasbord. But they tend to pick out certain things. So dolphins show certain preferences. So much like we might show preferences for the IPA here in the Northeast, dolphins in shallow coastal waters really only hunt certain kinds of fish. Dolphins who sponge feed only hunt certain kinds of prey. And what's really important about that is they learn to feed in a way that their mothers taught them. They learn from their family, pick up from their family over the course of a couple years, learn how to feed from them, and then carry that on. So these dolphins carry along their traditions just like us. One of the other ways they're pretty amazing, just like us, is they make a lot of sounds, complicated sounds. So two big kinds of sounds. There's clicks. So this is a graph showing dolphin sounds. So if you hear that, they're using the ability they evolved to shoot out a beam of sound out of their forehead and to look out into the dark and into the water to create three-dimensional pictures. So they send out this lightsaber-like beam around them, and they can see in the dark, in the water, and then they use these whistles, just like birds. They use them to communicate at a distance because they can't see each other underwater. And then these sounds right here, I have no idea what they're doing here.
I have an idea. Has anybody ever listened to an old-fashioned radio drama? Because this could be a creepy door opening. Maybe they're trying to like simulate.
If you actually looked close at what they're doing, often what you find is they use that sound that they make. They use it to look for things in their environment, but they can also feel it on their skin. So half the times when I'm looking at dolphins, I'm wondering what sounds they're making, what stories are they telling, what unbelievable epics are they engaging in. And actually, what I see is them often putting their foreheads up to each other's genitals and just going, and then one will go to the other and go, and they just go in these trios, and you look there and be like, this isn't a Dostoevsky. This is a 50 Shades of Grey.
Nice stars. Honestly, same.
But they can also speak their own languages. Killer whales, a kind of dolphin. There are some places where killer whales in every different ocean, in every different region, they can't really understand each other. And it's one of the tricky parts about putting a bunch of them in an aquarium together. They don't speak the same language. It's like being on the Q train in the middle of the day and trying to decipher what is happening across the slough. You can hear a dozen different languages. Killer whales in the Atlantic Pacific, they don't even know what you're saying.
Wow.
And they make friends. Dolphins are very social creatures. Their lives are built around others. Much like us, they never spend all their time with one other dolphin. They live in fission fusion societies. They get together with certain groups like we are now and spend a little time together. And then when they get tired of each other, they just kind of break apart and move along and stay with their preferred friends. So over here, you've got a group of dolphins that, they've kind of vetted their group, and the rest of them, they'll push out to the side. Dolphins are also very creative and love to have fun. This was a game of catch that I saw two dolphins playing in July in Belize, and I can't show you the video because it's just me saying, oh, fuck, because they're throwing a seed of a mangrove root up in the air like this, and then this one over here would just dart to it, grab it, toss it over here, and they played a game of catch for half an hour.
Oh my God.
I never saw that again, ever, and I've watched dolphins for thousands of hours. So creative, innovative, but they also love. They can stay tied with their associates, their close allies for decades. There are studies showing that dolphins will remember the whistles of other dolphins that they knew. They use whistles like they make like names. So a dolphin that's Eric might be up, and a Zach might be up. You play that dolphin that whistle 20 years later from a friend it knew, and it'll remember it. It'll remember it in the way that I would doubt you could show a shark could.
Oh.
They
also, is that a heart?
Yeah,
didn't
that's
do that.
they make those.
They make them.
Fake news.
Tug at your heartstrings a little bit too. They also mourn their young. When a dolphin baby dies, like elephants, like humans, they will stay close to that baby and they will fight off other dolphins and other predators trying to eat that dead baby because they build such close ties to their loved ones that they have a really hard time letting go. I think we could understand that. I don't know about a shark. I mean, they like to have fun too. So dolphins sometimes grab a porcupine fish and are known to squeeze it and squeeze out some of the neurotoxins and then just kind of like float around like this. Now, I mean, we don't really know what they're doing, but like, you kind of know.
We're not in elementary school DARE programs. We know what they're doing.
You kind of know.
And why.
Oh, this one here? Oh, tie-dye bear dolphin. So are dolphins better than sharks? I mean, definitely, dolphinately. A pun that probably only a dolphin could understand. And also, last thing, sometimes they eat sharks.
Oh, where's your apex predator now?
Only when they feel like it, though.
Yes, because they have freedom of choice. Give it up for Eric Ramos. Yes, I got this. I never get this. I'm going to give this back.
This is mine. Thanks, Meg.
You need that. Give it up one more time, Team Dolphins.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo. All right, Josh, Zach, Team Shark. Any questions, clarifications?
So, if dolphins were capable of surviving by themselves, if they didn't sort of be as basic as they are, would they have evolved that complex safety net to help them when they go into the big bad ocean by themselves, or do they kind of need to rely on their pack?
Oh.
I would say, just like us, they need to rely on others so that they can team up. And a group of killer whales will team up to hunt and beat down a great white shark because they'll use their intelligence and that close bond between others of their family to enact like righteous vengeance on basic ass sharks.
Honestly, one of my exes was at a club once, and all of my friends basically did that same thing. So I get it. I get it.
Follow-up question. How many penises do dolphins have?
Just the one, but it's prehensile like a monkey's tail, so it can move around like this
Oh.
and grab things.
That's
and,
horrible.
And they can turn it
great.
on like this.
Who wants that?
By thought, they don't need to get aroused. They can just think erection.
Same.
Shar-
All right.
Sharks have two, and they're always hard.
I feel like that's problematic.
Yet they're hydrodynamic.
Oh my God! I want to see that Tinder profile.
I've got two. They're
Two always hard, just bunches of eggplants. Swipe right. Amazing. Anything else, guys? All right, guys, one more time. Give it up for both Team Shark and Team Dolphin. Honest to God, you can make your choice just based on always hard or able to go whenever and wherever you need it to. It could be both, and it could be useful. Guys, what we're about to hear now are our counter arguments, but beware, Dustin and Zach, because if at any point I need to blow this behavior whistle during your counter argument, I sure as hell will, because I said that I would, and I need to. Beautiful. So give it up one more time, repping Team Shark, Zach Bartolucci.
Yes, sir!
All right. So, hold on a second. That was not what that was for. It's hot in here.
Zach, I like that you're dressed like you're going on a 4th grade field trip.
Sharks.
Although, to be fair, I am too, so whatever.
We're wearing the same outfit.
We're wearing the same outfit, basically. It's whatever.
It happens frequently. So, Dustin, you mentioned from the beginning that you were like, oh, like you're a mammal. Why are you shitting all over mammals? And I was like, that's not what this fucking argument is about. I had to represent sharks. And I've come to realize that they're some of the most amazing animals out there. Now, sharks and dolphins, both badass, right? Both pretty amazing. Would you all agree? Sure.
Yeah.
I grew up kind of surrounded by both of them. Because I always am contractually obligated to talk about my mom at this show, for those of you who have been here before. Like I said, I've been surrounded by dolphins and sharks for my whole life. My mom, in fact, wrote a book when I was a kid about the creation story of dolphins with a native group. So I don't hate dolphins. I grew up loving them just as much as I love sharks. But speaking of sharks, I want to talk about the most badass representation of sharks that we have out there on this planet, Jaws. Jaws really fucked things up for sharks. It's kind of a bummer. It was a very successful film. It became known as the first blockbuster movie, summer movie that we ever had. Started the idea of a summer blockbuster. It's the first movie to make over $100 million in box office sales. Is that what they call it? Money. They made a lot of money doing it. But what they didn't realize is that it totally screwed over sharks, right? It completely demonized them for many, many, many different generations after Jaws came out. We realized that the number of deaths of sharks, including the number of shark hunting competitions, has actually skyrocketed since Jaws came out in 1975. Today, upwards of 100 million sharks are killed every single year because people think that they are these ruthless killers just out there to fucking get us. And that's not true, guys. That is not true. Now, I totally forgot that I wanted to show you one other picture, so I'm gonna...
You totally forgot that you wanted to show us one other picture.
What the fuck is that a behavior whistle call?
Fucking, you should have not forgotten the
Get him, Meg.
Amazing. Boo. That's right. Listen, so Zach, because this is a behavior whistle, and
Let's do this, Meg. Let's do this.
let's do this. So what's about to happen right now? I need you to go ahead and put this mic. Give it just to your expert there. Amazing. So one of the things that we learned was that one of the most adorable. You hate this. I'm in fucking heaven right now. So one of the most adorable derpy types of sharks is the shark that it's what? It's the rock climbing.
Epaulette shark.
The epaulette shark. Very nice. So what I would love for you to do right now, and I don't know if we can cue some music, maybe like Under the Sea or anything like that. Hashtag hell yes, my Ariel. Anyway, so I'm going to pause and let's find the music. If you could do your best epaulette.
Epaulette?
Epaulette shark. I'm going to be the rock because you need the rock. Great. And if you will, there we go. All right, give it up as we see the epaulette shark. I didn't realize. Yes. Yay.
Right here on the ocean floor.
That was it. Yes. Give it up. Oh, that was wonderful. I'm going to pretend that I'm giving you a shark treat.
Oh, thanks.
So there, thank you
Thanks.
very much.
Chomp.
As you were.
That wasn't weird at all.
Fuck. My whole presentation makes no sense after that. Okay.
It was the behavior
So,
whistle.
Jaws. Oh, I grew up around Jaws a lot. My family's from Martha's Vineyard. And that's where it was filmed. Fuck. It's really, Meg. God damn
I'm
it.
so sorry.
There's a scene from Jaws that I love. And it's the one where everyone gets freaked the fuck out on the beach. You guys know this scene? Thank you. Help me out. Come on. I just fucking epauletted sharks for you. This is just such a like a G-poi moment.
This is great.
I'm totally. This scene here where Johnny is lost on the beach. You guys remember this? The mom's freaking the fuck out. I grew up going to that beach. There's me.
What?
That was just a moment for you guys to say "aw" at Baby Zach.
That's you in the hat?
That's me. That's my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. That was just an unnecessary moment. I want to talk about why sharks are badass, though. Fuck. Sharks.
You got this, Zach.
I don't know.
You can
where
do this.
I don't have any idea what I was talking about.
You got
okay,
this.
sharks.
Killing it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
No idea. Okay. Oh, sharks are misunderstood, guys. That's the one thing I've taken away from Jaws is that they fucking demonize sharks for everyone out there, and that is not what sharks are all about. Yes, they are these amazing apex predators, as we talked about, right? They have these amazing adaptations. They've got a bazillion teeth in their mouth. They've got crazy films that cover their eyes. They've got scales all over their body that make them these silent killers. They can jump 10 feet out of the water to kill seals and dolphins. But that's not all they're about. I started recently working at the New York Aquarium. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am legally obligated to say that what I am saying right now is not on behalf of the aquarium. They told me that like 12 times. I was like, I got it. But what's something I started to working with the new shark building down there. It's called Ocean Wonder Sharks, and it's full of all these different species of sharks, and they're really fucking amazing. And what I've learned is that sharks are not these ruthless killers that we think of them as. They are playing a super important role in our ecosystems out there, right? What we've learned about sharks is that not only are they badass predators, we've also learned that they are also super caring, super personable animals as well. There's one shark in particular that I've become friends with, and I will say friends because his name is Captain Spaulding, and yeah, he's adorable. And he is so friendly that he actually loves physical contact. He seeks out the divers that go into his pools because he loves them so much. He loves divers with long hair. He likes to nestle in them. He's required, the keepers are actually required to touch him every time they feed him because he so loves physical contact. All of these sharks that we're encountering in this aquarium, and what we've learned about sharks around the world is that they all have their own preferences. They all have their own loves. They all have their own things that they care deeply about, just like us humans. And I was going somewhere. Oh, and something that this aquarium job has shown me is that Jaws, like I said, really screwed us up because suddenly we now demonize sharks, when in reality, when you're just a child coming to the aquarium, if you were to come around the corner and step into this room with a 50-foot wall full of sharks, the immediate reaction that I see from most children is, fuck yeah! Not those words, but I'm paraphrasing. But they get so excited about this, right? They're not scared of these animals. And I was giving a talk just the other day, and my coworker took this picture. I'm sitting there, there's a huge crowd of people here, and right in front of me, this baby crawls across the floor at me, right? She crawls up, she plops down right next to me, and continues to sit there for the next 20 minutes looking at these sharks. And so I want us all to take a lesson from that baby and all the kids that come to this aquarium that we are not meant to be scared of these animals, right? Yes, they're impressive and they are built to kill, but they're also these amazing creatures that we can all respect and love ourselves. So the next time you see a shark, I want you to remember that they're not just a ruthless killer out there. They are also babies' friends as well.
Oh, give it up for Team Shark! Yes! Oh my God. And also adorable derpy sharks, which will live forever in our hearts, I think. Amazing. Guys, so we have heard counter-arguments from Team Shark. Give it up, Dustin Growick, Team Dolphins!
Thanks, Meg. Zach, I need to come to the aquarium now. All right, guys. So I've heard a lot of cool stuff from Zach about how sharks shouldn't be feared, but you didn't really tell me why they're more badass than dolphins, which I feel like my expert here, Eric, did a really good job, right? He talked about how dolphins are amazing, and they're amazingly like us. But the more I thought about this, like, I agree with you, sir. That's one reason why they're amazing, but they're also amazing because they're unlike us at all. In fact, they're unlike any animal on this planet. Sharks. Dolphins.
That's
Dolphins
right. Sharks
are
amazing.
basically...
Oh, shoot.
Sharks are not superheroes in the way that dolphins are.
No, they're the
Dolphins
best.
are literally mammalian superheroes, and I'm going to show you why. You guys, I mentioned this before. 50 million years ago, there was an animal called Pakicetus. Its name means Pakistan whale. This thing, in basically an evolutionary eye blink, took back to an environment that is actively trying to kill it. Who's gone to the beach recently? It's hard to breathe, it's hard to eat, it's hard to see, it's hard to fuck. It's hard to do a lot of things in the water. And in not so long amount of time, an animal that lived fully on land has now become, well, per both of these discussions, an apex predator in the ocean, which is, to me, basically like being a superhero. So the main three things I think about when like trying to go back into water, what are the things that are hard to do if you live on land that you go back into water? It's very hard, again, to sleep. It's very hard to see. It's very hard to eat. Dolphins are like, no big whoop. Dolphins sleep by shutting down half of their brain, keeping the opposite eye open, doing that for a few minutes, then switching so they can stay vigilant while staying above water, not drowning, and also looking for prey and for predators. Can you turn off half of your brain, keep the other eye open? Can sharks do that?
No, but sharks can continue to swim while they're
That's great,
sleeping.
because they've been doing
We
that
don't need to
forever,
shut down
and it's
our
pretty
brain.
basic. You guys keep saying dolphins are basic. Sharks are basic. They've been here for how long again? 450 million years? What have you done for me lately?
Oh my God, I also wish that I could shut off half of my brain when I sleep. And because of that, I blew that behavior whistle. Give it up for the behavior
Yeah.
whistle. Yes.
What weird-ass shit is about to happen, Meg?
All right, I tried to find behaviors that were agreeable to both sharks and to dolphins.
Am I sitting?
No, please don't sit, because
Okay.
I'm going to stand. So what we'll do, as we all know, dolphins can jump very high and
This is
can be
true.
trained to touch targets. So what I'm going to do is jump up here, and I need you to, while we play Under the Sea, if you will, just try to touch this target for just a moment.
With my hand?
With your nose, if you will. I'll hold your mic for you, if that would be helpful. So just up here, and do a little stretch. All right, are you ready? Yes! Wait, higher. All right. Oh my God! Okay, let's try.
Such wonderful things.
Oh my God!
That's
Under the sea.
That was the fish. They don't really feed it in the way that they feed sharks. So here's
fish? Sardines?
It's a fish. I
Thanks,
think.
Meg.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You got
Okay.
it. All right, give it up for the behavior whistle.
This whole behavior whistle thing. All right. Fuck it. Dolphins. We learned how to sleep in water. All right, so what else? I want everyone to take a moment, take a deep breath. I assume none of you are mouth breathers. You just took a breath through your nostrils. Dolphins breathe through a blowhole, which is modified nostrils that over time have slowly migrated to the top of their head so they can come up for air. But that's not the craziest thing about blowholes. The
I'm not even
You
doing
ready?
it, but I was like, there's so much here.
So, you guys, when I was preparing for this, I was like, you know what? I want to revisit echolocation because I know it's badass. And so I was like, I figure I know how it works. I'm going to do some research. You don't know how echolocation works. At least I didn't, because I smoked a joint, did the research, and it is fucking bonkers. So come with me on a journey to figure out how the fuck this happens. So inside that blowhole right there, we have I forgot. First of all, this is happening most of the time at depths where there's no sunlight, so you can't see anything. So we're only using echolocation to be able to navigate around, find food. Inside your blowhole, you got 2 little air sacs. Those things vibrate. They make little pulses. What would be the technical term that we're sending those out? Is it pulses or is it clicks? Perfect, clicks. We make little clicks. Guess what?
Misheard
Those clicks go down into, for some reason, something that's not labeled on this diagram because it's the coolest part of a dolphin. It's called a fucking acoustic melon.
Oh.
That's anatomically correct. That
was definitely
acoustic
labeled.
melon. What's that?
It was labeled.
No, it really wasn't.
Yeah, it definitely was.
No, it's not pointing at anything. It's just pointing at this empty area, which a melon should be in.
And is now.
And now there is. Inside that acoustic melon, there's something called acoustic fat, which acts as a lens to direct those clicks wherever it wants to go. So, let's say we're deep down in the ocean, we're trying to find food, we send out those clicks through the acoustic melon, through the lens, it goes out. Oh, wait, we don't really see any fish. Dolphins can adjust the size and orientation of that melon in order to redirect those clicks. Let's just turn it a little bit, and then... why is this not working? There we go. Oh, but it gets better. So, all right, we've seen some stuff with our clicks. We've seen some stuff. It's actually nothing like seeing. We see it with the clicks. It hits those fish. It bounces back actually into their lower jaw, goes up through their lower jaw, through something called an acoustic window.
Oh.
That's what it looks like. And then up into the brain. And you guys want to see a picture of what this visual image looks like that they have received from these clicks?
Yeah.
Of course you do, but we fucking can't. Because A of all, we don't fully understand how this works, and whatever image you kind of want to think about right now, I can't make an analogy that makes sense for us because we literally don't have this type of sense. We can't see what they can see when they do this. Which again makes them fucking mammalian superheroes. And I forgot how I was going to end this. Hold on one second. There's some sort of end to this whole thing, I promise.
Do you want to touch my hand again?
Oh,
Would that be-
that's why. Dolphins are incredibly smart. They're incredibly cultured. They're marine superheroes. And I know that some people say like the most badass thing you can imagine in the ocean would be sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Dolphins already fucking have them.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Give it up, Team Dolphin. Yes. Oh, my God. Guys, we have heard some stuff. Give it up one more time for both of our experts and both of our hype men. Woo! Oh my God! From 600-year-old creatures to prehensile dicks, I am living large, and my bladder's full, and I assume purposes as well. Guys, we're going to take a very quick intermission. Please grab the bathroom, grab the bar. Grab the bar, but then grab a drink. Don't just hold on to the bar. When we come back, we have an all-new game. We have audience participation, and most importantly, we have the winner, Sharks versus Dolphins. Yeah! We'll be right back. Woo! ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Can I get a hell yes?
Hell yes.
Amazing, amazing. Oh, my sweet young friends, I hope that you grabbed a drink. I hope that you went to the bathroom. Oh, my goodness, here comes Dustin. Yes. Oh. 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 One more. And it's, oh. God, yes. All right. Beautiful. Guys, we're having so much fun under the sea. I hope that you recharged your scuba gear and got excited with your snorkels because we're about to plunge back in. Recharged your scuba? Someone is not scuba certified on this stage. I'll give you 2 guesses as to which one of us it is. Amazing. Guys, I am so excited because, can I be real with you right now? We have amazing games every single month that our producer, Diana, creates. Give it up for Diana. Yes. But guys, this one is incredible. It's incredible. It's unbelievable and incredible combined in one amazing orgasmic sandwich. It is incredible. And what I need right now are 2 audience volunteers to join us for this show. Yes, I saw 1. I saw 2. Give it up. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you. Yeah, hello. Amazing. Guys, it's always like pulling teeth. You guys are incredible. Give it up for our amazing volunteers. Amazing. Hi, I'm Meg.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hi. Oh, I won't hurt you. Although my lipstick is strong this close. So, Jennifer, wonderful. Thank you. Hi, I'm Meg.
Rob.
Rob, it's a wonderful thing. Give it up for Jennifer and Rob. Yes. Amazing. Very nice. So while you guys are here, Zach and Dustin, if I can get you guys to go ahead and stand on up. And if you will, go ahead and put your mics actually in their stands. And what's going to happen, Jennifer and Rob, if you guys will, go ahead and just have a seat in these empty seats.
Wait, can we switch spots? I hate dolphins.
Incredible. That is so metal. Yes. Beautiful. Well, you know what? Total honesty, total transparency. Beautiful. All right, so Jennifer and Rob are getting to know their experts. What we are about to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we are about to experience the sounds of the ocean. Some of us, when we want to sleep, might go onto our sound machine and play ocean sounds. Perhaps that's crashing waves, or that's interrupted by gulls, which kind of fucks it up. Like, I don't need to hear a bird. I just want to hear the waves. But what we're going to do right now is have Zach and Dustin actually mimic those animal sound or animal and ocean sounds. So if I could, actually, Zach and Dustin, you're going to want to get pretty close to your team. So if you want to get in the middle, behind them, wherever is good for you guys. Here's how it's going to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have Zach and Dustin look behind them at this PowerPoint in just a moment when we switch over to the first sound. They will see a picture and they will see a word, and it's up to them to recreate that sound for their team. So you guys will both do it at the same time so that your team can guess what it is. When you know what that sound is, I need the teams to go ahead and yell it into their mics. So Rob and Jennifer, if you guys want to get your mics close to you, feel free. Feel free to hold them or just put the stands wherever you feel more comfortable. We are really expecting utter chaos here because, again, both teams are going at the same time. The only stipulation for our experts and our audience members, please, honor system, keep on staring out here. Do not look at the projector. If you guys need to turn your seats around, that's totally fine. And audience, don't help them cheat. Go ahead and let them guess, but also make some encouraging hoots if you need to. All right, beautiful. Zach, Dustin, any questions? Soothing ocean sounds. So again, when you guys know what sound it is, I want you guys just to yell it. You're going to make whatever sound you see up here.
Will it be an image of an animal who's sounding?
It'll be an image of an animal or a thing and the word. Oh, shit. Oh gosh. He said I thought you guys were the smart ones. That should probably have solicited some kind of an ooh. All right, beautiful. So guys, if you need to bend down to make sure that that your folks can hear you. All right, amazing. So again, when you guys know, I want you guys to yell it in your mics. Beautiful. I'm gonna kind of get over here to the side because I don't want to fuck this up. Audience, are you ready? Yes! All right, hype men and guests, are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Yeah! All right, ocean sounds from Dustin and Zach's mouth. Ready, set, go. First slide.
Waves.
Waves?
crashing.
Yes, waves. All right, we got Rob. Beautiful. All right, we got one Team Shark. All right, we got crashing waves. I'm gonna move so I'm not blocking Team Shark here.
Team Shark.
I'm sorry, Team Dolphin. Team Dolphin. You had that first? All right, good deal. The producer's keeping track. All right, and next slide, please.
Golf.
Oh, shoot. Dolphin,
Gulls.
goals,
Seagulls.
seagulls. I've heard. All right, continue the sound.
Dolphin clicks.
Dolphin clicks. Yes. Guys, I also realized, if you will, when you know, raise your hand. And that way I'll know, because I just realized with all of your mics, I'm sorry. It's the first time we're playing this game. All right, audience members, be prepared. This next one's going to blow your fucking minds.
Walrus. Walrus.
No.
Red
Keep making them.
lion.
Shark attacking.
Sea lions.
Very close.
Sharks eating.
Yes, it is a shark feeding frenzy. Amazing. All right. All right, next slide, please.
Bubbles.
All right. Just a reminder, when you know, please raise your hands.
Oh, sorry.
All right, guys. Beautiful. Next one.
Surfer. What are surfers?
No.
A sailor.
Board.
A man on
No.
a boat.
Swing.
No.
Boat.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
No.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It was turtle.
Meg, you're standing right there. You can hear everything they're saying. These guys are getting everything right before them.
I saw the hand. It wasn't. Did you say turtle? Well, damn it.
Yes.
Did you?
I started with Teenage Mutant Ninja, but I got there eventually.
Yes. Now, here's the real question. What type of turtle was it?
Sea.
It was
Leatherback.
a sea turtle.
She's not wrong.
It was a.
Green?
It was a
Leatherback
fun
loggerhead.
turtle. No one's gonna.
Yeah.
No one's gonna guess. It says fun sea turtle. That was just for fun. All right, guys. And next slide, please.
Oh, wait, humpback whale.
And
Or a-
remember, they can also be things.
Oh,
a
foghorn?
motorboat.
No, not a boat nor foghorn.
Submarine.
Yes.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Amazing, amazing. All right, guys, it's neck and neck.
I wrote
This is the last one.
Seahorse. Seahorse.
Yes! All right. Oh my God! Give it up for the seahorse. Woo! All right. And I believe we have a winner in the back. The judges were tallying, and the winner is Team Shark and Dolphin. Yay! That's right. That's right. Guys, it was really, really neck and neck. Both Jennifer and Rob are walking away winners with drink coupons. We are
Right.
so excited for
sauce on the
that.
shark.
Give it up. Yes. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you very much. Amazing. Give it up for them one more time, guys.
Yeah, Jennifer. And Rob.
I'm glad I know what a fun sea turtle sounds like now, as opposed to a lame one.
What the fuck does a submarine sound like? I did that, and they were like, no.
Listen,
Can't do hand motions.
the real
That's a body
ultimate
motion.
question is, when you did Fun Sea Turtle, what sounds were you doing?
I went, hang 10. You know, like Crush. Come on, Nemo, come on.
Obs.
It's fun.
I love that. Thanks to Pixar, turtles will forever seem stoned.
Always.
To all.
Always.
And that is amazing. All right, guys, we have just played a game, and both groups walked away winners. Right now, I know that there are some people who feel like they've already made up their minds, and we are about to take it to the streets. That's right, the streets of our audience. Zach and Dustin are going out for audience endorsements. We're going to turn these house lights up. If you would like to say who you're repping tonight, please raise your hand very proudly. Say your name, say who you're repping, and give a
Get on
quick
your side.
reason why. This isn't a time for an anecdote, just a very quick reason.
I got one.
I see one over here.
I got one.
Beautiful. Also, no questions. So sorry. Yes.
What
go
is
ahead.
your name?
Sarah McNulty.
And who are you endorsing tonight?
I'll be endorsing Team Sharks.
Oh, shit.
Thank
That
you.
is the right answer.
And I will be repping Team Sharks because they don't need no man to make a child. They can have one all by themselves.
Oh, shit.
That's right. Give me some of that
Mr. Shark, give it for
parthenogenesis.
themselves. Amazing. We got
Shit.
I got another one.
Anyone over here?
another one right here.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Jara.
And who are you endorsing this evening?
I'm endorsing Dolphins
Fuck yeah.
because, I mean, they're smart as fuck, and that echolocation shit is crazy.
Right? Right?
Woo!
You're not wrong.
Amazing. And we have
Wait,
one
I
all
got
the
one
way
back
at the
here.
front as
Up front,
well,
up here.
also one in the
All right.
back.
Hold on.
Zach, we got one in the
I'll live
back
here.
and a red
All right, what
shirt.
is your name?
India.
India, who you repping tonight and why?
Team Dolphin.
Woo!
Because
Team Dolphin.
of their, like, how human they are. I think they're less robotic, which makes us relate to them more.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
Woo!
She is not wrong.
I got
Very
one.
nice.
What's your name?
Brian,
And who are you endorsing?
Team Dolphin.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, he is.
More Team Dolphin.
Kidding. Go ahead.
So dolphins inhabit the Amazon River and
What?
sharks don't.
Yes.
He's not wrong there.
Amazing. Amazing. I think we had one more in this area.
Right here,
there.
right here. What is your name?
Mira.
Mira, who you repping and why?
Team Dolphins.
Yes, she is.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Because dolphins have sex for pleasure. Make love, not war.
Woo!
I couldn't have put it better myself. Zach, you want one more try to find
would you
someone
assume
that
that
likes
one
sharks?
more?
Why would you assume that they're? Never mind. I have one. What's your name?
I'm Sky.
Hi. Who are you endorsing?
I'm endorsing Team Shark
Team
Thank
Shark.
God.
because I find their host more charming and attractive.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
Suck it.
Wow.
Suck
Ladies
it,
and
Dustin.
gentlemen,
Very dolphin-like.
Give it up for all of our audience endorsements. Incredible. Oh, my stars
Age
and
before
garters.
beauty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard a lot of strong opinions. We have had some laughs, but now it is time to get dead serious because it is time. Well, I'm joking, of course. We can still talk about dicks and make jokes. But what we will be doing right now is hearing our closing statements from our hype men. And ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to understand that this is the last opportunity that you will have to hear from Team Shark and Team Dolphin and persuade you to vote for their cause. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, repping Team Shark, give it up for Zach Bartolucci. Yes. Woo!
Sharks, dolphins. They're both pretty cool. But what I think we've all learned here tonight is that dolphins suck because. Good night. No. They suck because clearly they had to evolve intelligence in order to survive. They clearly couldn't do it on their own. And honestly, all I heard tonight was Dustin yell at you about melons. And I was like, this is. We did fruits and vegetables
Summer
a couple
fruits.
months ago. That is not what this is about. This is about amazing animals. And one animal in particular that you heard about tonight is the most impressive animal that lives in our oceans. It is designed to be there. It was the first to figure it out. And it is clearly the winner. So, when you have to vote tonight, do you vote for the rapists?
Oh. Oh, shoot.
That's it.
All right. Give it up for Team Shark.
All right.
Woo! All right, he's already
I
standing.
am so sorry, Diana. I'm so sorry.
Zach, no. Go ahead.
He knows what time it is. Give it up. Dustin Growick, Team Dolphins!
Zach, it's interesting that you chose to reference rape tonight, where usually you stick with the Holocaust. If you've been to a show before, that's not a joke.
Of
Yeah.
the two animals that
Yeah.
could do that,
Yeah.
it's going to be the dolphin.
That's fair. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. There are dolphins that do perform unsolicited, unwarranted sexual acts, much like hundreds of other species on Earth. So I want you, Zach, I want you to think about that, though, because ultimately the things that you dislike about dolphins are the things that we dislike about ourselves. And it speaks to the fact that we are so similar to them.
Again, vote for sharks tonight, everyone.
Wow.
Sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
Dolphins are mammalian superheroes. It's not a joke. They really are. They have evolved a suite of characteristics that allow them to live in a place that is actively trying to kill them, which, evolutionarily speaking, is amazing. So tonight, if you ask me which is the more intelligent species, which is the cooler species, which is the species that has culture, which is the species that is almost inarguably the most bonkers evolutionary trajectory of any animal on this planet, it's dolphinately not sharks.
Oh my God, give it up, Team Dolphin! Yes! Woo! Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, you see me awkwardly holding two metal tins, and that means the time has come. That's right. Each one of you, upon entering these hollowed halls, received a poker chip. Now, here's what I need you guys to do. I need you to go ahead and make up your damn mind. Go ahead and pick. There are a lot of you, and I'm in heels, and I'm about done. With the heels, not with the show. So I need you to go ahead and make your decisions. I don't think it's cute when you can't decide when I'm in front of you. So it's either sharks or dolphins, and I will remind you which one is which. Don't worry. But guys, what we're about to do right now, as I collect your votes, is we're going to hear from the esteemed Zach Martellucci and the good Reverend Dustin Growick.
I'm a rabbi. I'm a rabbi.
As they announce the trivia answers and the trivia team winner. Yes. Amazing, guys.
Yeah.
We have had a lot of laughs. We've had a lot of
Meg's
aggression
gonna make us
tonight.
do some weird shit again. Let's go.
I'm going to make you do some weird shit. Here's just what I need you guys to do. So I know that we've been talking a lot about dolphins and sharks. Let's just forget both of them and go down to the cuttlefish right now, if we could.
We have a squid scientist in the house.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we do.
So right now, I need you guys just to, for just a mere moment, I'm going to sing a romantic song and also a song of friendship. And I want you guys just to like come up to each other as cuttlefish and just sort of be cuttlefish for just a second. Whatever that means to you. Does that mean that you're touching each other or not? Beautiful. I've been feeling fine, baby. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, that's it. Give it up for the cuttlefish. That was incredible.
That's good.
That was good. That was good. That was for you, Sarah.
Was that close, Sarah? Was it close?
Thank
Okay,
you.
cool.
Thank you. Whew. All right, let's do
This
some
has been a show. There's things have happened.
Wow.
Here we are.
Wow.
Before we get into this, are there any tables, any teams that are like very confident right now? No one. Cool. All right, we're all gonna lose. Great.
All right. Dustin, it's your question.
Sure. You guys, number one, there's a bulbous organ in a dolphin's head that is essential to echolocation. What's it called? It is a melon.
Bing, bing, bing. All right, which came first, sharks or trees? That's right, way, way before.
It's like 450 to 380 million years.
Yeah, something like that.
Craziness.
Yeah, it was before a lot of things.
Yeah.
Most things.
I wish sharks would have like changed a little since then. Anyway, next question. There it is. For those in the back that can't read, it says, what was the name of the kidnapped dolphin in the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective? Zach was racking his brain before the show and could not remember.
Could not. It's my
Would you like
favorite
to remind
movie,
him?
too. Snowflake.
It is Snowflake.
I've learned.
Snowflake. Yeah. Also, if you go back and watch Ace Ventura 1 or 2, it's not problematic like at all. Especially the second one.
second one?
Not
Woo.
even remotely problematic.
Not at all.
Yikes. Okay.
How many teeth does a sand tiger shark have in its entire life? Remember, they lose 2 to 4 teeth every single day.
This is you always have one trivia question which is just a random thing no one would ever know.
Nobody got this one. It's 30,000. 30 fucking thousand. Oh, did you? Sorry.
Fucking squid scientist.
Oh, one team got it. One
you-
team got it.
all
Sorry.
right.
The
All right.
squid scientist. All right.
Dolphin safe labels on tuna cans first appeared in what year? It's actually 1990. Yeah. Pretty late.
Was that before
Pretty late.
or after that movie The Cove came out? Did you see that? The Cove? If you haven't seen The Cove, it's intense. It's really intense. I talked about this a lot tonight. What 1975 movie? Jaws. Come check out Drunk Jaws. Here, a caveat on the 27th of July.
Drunk Jurassic Park was
the
amazing.
Whole, yeah, they reenact the whole thing. It's awesome. Hilarious and awesome.
Listen, whatever happens tonight, never mind. All right, dolphins have a small, useless remnants of a pelvis from when their ancestors lived on land. Anatomical features that no longer seem to have a purpose in an organism are known as... Wow, look at this fucking
good.
smart-ass, nerdy audience.
That's
Vestigial.
it's
Yes.
definitely a whale. It's definitely a whale.
Dolphins are a type of whale. I didn't pick the picture. Diana, what the fuck?
That's fair. All right, true or false? Half of all shark species are smaller than 3 feet. That is true.
Okay, cool.
That's all I got.
Cool.
No, the smallest shark is only 8 inches long. The pygmy shark. I know, it's adorable.
I don't think there's anything wrong with 8 inches. I feel like no one's gonna complain about
And
8
moving
inches.
on.
Okay. All right. Do we have any sports fans in the audience? All right, the most famous Miami Dolphin of all time, Dan Marino. Laces out, Dan. Also, go back and watch that. Very problematic. Not anyway. All of your favorite. You realize as you get older, all of your favorite childhood movies
of
are
shark. We talked about it tonight that lives the longest. The Greenland shark. It's not the Mako. That's the fastest. This is the longest.
60
living.
miles per hour is badass. That is very badass.
Yep.
Zach, I think we have a Bobus question.
Oh, time for the Bobus.
Zach, I'm feeling good tonight. Do you want to talk about why we have a Bobus question?
Sure. We have it because we misspelled it one time.
The very first show we ever did, we
Almost 2
accidentally
years
wrote
ago.
Bobus, and so it's still
Almost
here.
2 years ago. And here we are today with Bobus question.
Yes.
And your Bobus question tonight is: how many people are killed worldwide by sharks
Ooh, I
every
know this one.
single
More
year?
than dolphins.
Yeah, obviously. Anybody got a guess for this one?
We have 1 million.
1 million people every year.
$1, Bob.
It's actually less than 10.
Okay.
You are more likely. It is more likely for you to be killed by a vending machine falling on you, or being hit on the head by a coconut, than by a shark. It's a very important
Cool.
fact.
No, that's great.
All right,
That's
so
great.
we do have a winning
We
team.
have a winner.
We always announce the best team.
So we have 2 awards to give out. One is for the best team name.
So the best team name, we didn't go with best team name tonight. Instead, we went with best answers because we got some pretty ridiculous answers tonight.
To
All
be fair, they did
you
have a
guys
very good team name.
automatically
It's
lost.
true.
I'm just putting it
It's
out there.
true.
No,
It's fair.
we got some funny answers
Okay.
tonight. Question 4.
What was the question, though? Fuck.
You remember what question 4 was?
What was question 4?
Well, someone put down 420, lol. So that's great.
420 lol is always a
They
good answer.
also said that the football player's name was Passy McBallthrower. So, congratulations to the team Dolphin win. What
Passy
was question
McBall
4? I
thrower
don't know.
is phenomenal. Flipper? I don't know, whatever.
All right, but we do have a winning team
That is,
tonight.
can I just say that the winning team's name is...
It's not about the name, Dustin. The winning team here, we actually had 3 teams get 9 points tonight.
That's honestly the most ever. Usually top out at like 7.
So next time the questions will be harder. What we went with, though, was the team that had not only... Well, they didn't have the best name, but they drew a picture for their name. So we're going to give this to Team Shark. is
Team
what their
Shark,
name is.
right here.
Congratulations
Zach.
over there.
Tell them what they've won.
They won tickets to our next show.
Wow.
So Diana's over there to get you guys signed up for the next show.
What is the matchup of our next show, Zach?
Our next show is going to be birds versus fish.
Fish, obviously.
I don't know. It's going to be a hard one.
I mean, I already
It's going to be
know.
intense.
I mean,
Oh
birds
my
are
God.
dinosaurs, so fuck fish.
It is truly going to be a hard one. Give it up one more time for our trivia winners. Amazing. As Dustin mentioned, I was homeschooled and went to a lot of Christian camps where we didn't have winners, but in fact, we were all declared winners in the eyes of God. However, Team Shark will tell you that that is bullshit because they won. Yay! Amazing. Wonderful. Guys, so all of you, in fact, were competing for another award. And I'm sure some
Didn't
of you
even
were
know
like,
it.
what? You didn't even know. In fact, this thing is called the Meg's Gold Star Award. And I'm very pleased to give this award to most of the time just one person here at the show. And to me, this award has been hands down, of course, this person won this award. This person has been a fantastic audience member. We are just delighted that they're here. And of course, that person is this person right here. Give it up. Yes. Hello. Hi. I'm Meg. Hi. Like a megalodon. Yes. I legitimately made my friends watch that movie.
True
when it
story.
came out.
Yep.
Yes, and we have some chattering wind-up teeth for you. Yes, thank you so much. for
Totally
being on
related to the
there.
topic tonight.
Amazing. All right. Well, we know that it is about time to announce the winner because Josh is donning his shirt. And,
Yo, quick round of
his
applause
jacket.
for this suit, though, honestly.
Pretty great. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Amazing. And Eric already looks
Eric.
fantastic as hell. Give it up. Yes. Eric, for those of us who can't read your shirt, do you mind just saying into the mic what that shirt says? Maybe just into a mic.
Mad echolocation skills.
Yes. Amazing. I have right here the chips for Team Dolphin and Team Shark. If you guys will, I'm going to make sure we don't fuck this up like we did the last time, because that's happened. Beautiful. Now, I want you guys both, if you will, Zach, and thank you for double checking. Team Shark and Team Dolphin, if you will, both look reassuringly and deeply into each other's eyes real quick.
We got this.
Beautiful. Look reassuringly and deeply. Well, into the two of you. Yep, there we go. Very nice. Look out into that audience with reassuring eyes. Beautiful. Now look at me with reassuring eyes, because New York is fucking intimidating sometimes. Okay, fantastic. All right, guys, if you will, Zach and Dustin, get ready. Let's see who's taking home the crown, Sharks versus Dolphins tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is... Oh, shit. Let me just make double sure.
We might not need a manual recount.
Wow, it does. I'm going to call it right now. It is Team Dolphins! Yes! Amazing. Give it up one more time for all of Team Dolphin. Yes. Give it up for Team Shark. Yes.
I don't want to rush this or anything.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you.
This was an absolutely amazing show. We cannot wait to see you back in August for Fish versus Birds. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and make good choices. Yeah. Woo! I can't see. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want everybody to know that we just counted. Team Dolphin won by 1 point. 1 point. Fucking incredible.